So, we have a bunch of reviews about Alien Earth Season 1. This should give you an idea of what to expect. Let's begin with Rotten Tomatoes. Right now, it's sitting at 90% from about 39 reviews. Hawley invented an alien show that is faithful to the movies while exploring original ideas within. Noah Hawley's take on the franchise is disorienting, alienating, and fascinating. An excellent show that is both worthy of the Alien franchise and also makes the entire thing immeasurably more interesting. The Alien franchise is better today than it was yesterday, thanks to Alien Earth, an absolutely stunning show that plays like an 8-hour movie, on par with the first two Alien movies. Noah Hawley has never been better, creating not just fantastic new characters, but aliens. Every single episode delivers, one of Hulu's best, a must-see. Alien Earth is a totally authentic expansion of the beloved franchise that, despite having its own story to tell, never forgets its fan base. Alien fans rest easy. Alien Earth looks to be an exceptional chapter in the franchise's history. Hawley has created a refreshing addition to the franchise with this prequel series. It may not be as impactful as its inspirations, but there's nevertheless a solid alien story here. Alien Earth is a bold, character-driven prequel that breathes new life into the iconic franchise. Hawley has done it again, delivering an alien show that's scary, fun, and thoughtful, often all at once. Nearly 50 years after Ridley Scott introduced the xenomorph, Alien has rarely felt this alive. Alien Earth is the ultimate sci-fi series for fans of Alien. The series feels as if it perfectly embodies all the best parts of the original film, while still embracing and expounding on new concepts to make the franchise feel fresh and new. The 3 recent negative reviews here are saying the movie has an identity problem. It spends too long setting up a story that only barely gets going by the time the 8th episode season comes to an end, or the characters are frustratingly opaque. Over on IGN, they gave it a rating of 9. This series is going back to the roots of the franchise in some really effective ways. Alien Earth is clearly set in the same universe, and of course, has all the nods and winks and Easter eggs one would expect with a legacy prequel series. It has a way of giving you that feeling where you know something is not right, that there's danger lurking out there just out of view. They also say that Episode 4, this particular creature, stars in one of the gnarliest scenes they have ever seen on screen in some time. Collider gave the series an 8 out of 10 rating. They're saying that Hawley shows real love for the Alien universe. The entire cast is fantastic, from humans to cyborgs. It captures the look and vibe of the Alien universe perfectly. One negative thing about it is that they throw too much info at you at first, which can be overwhelming for some people. CBR gave the show a rating of 9 out of 10. The xenomorph takes center stage and soars. The show greatly expands on the franchise's lore. Strong characters and development anchor the series, but one negative thing is some story beats have difficulty finding their footing. Empire gave the series a rating of 5 out of 5. An alien saga at once familiar and entirely fresh. An unsettling transhuman fable that stands on its own without aliens at all. An acutely cinematic experience, precision-tooled for hour-long installments. This is the Alien resurrection we've long been waiting for. Over on Games Radar, they gave it a rating of 4 out of 5 stars, and saying, arguably, the franchise's strongest outing since James Cameron's Aliens. These are the pros they listed: an atmospheric and immersive return to the world of Alien. The cast are terrific and sometimes terrifying. Great creature effects. The cons are some weak misplaced humor, and the Lost Boys are not always well plotted. The Wrap is saying, Noah Hawley's TV spin-off masterfully expands franchise's exploration of humanity. Hollywood Reporter is saying the series is an intriguingly ambitious eventually thrilling journey into the semi-known. Alien Earth is never dull. It's got stomach-churning violence and queasy conversations scattered regularly. The production design looks very real. Xenomorphs, in their various forms, show up early and semi-often, along with several new beasts. Joe Blow gave it a 7 out of 10 rating. They like the characters played by Chandler, Oliphant, and Babu Kisei. They're not totally sold on Holly introducing cyborgs into the mix, since they've never really been part of alien lore, but Kisei's performance is strong. The show is off to a promising start, but it's too early to tell if it can sustain itself. It's not as immediately gripping as the first episode of The Last of Us, but I'm definitely curious to see where it goes from here. The Nerdist website is saying the action sequences are top-notch. Every penny spent on this show is seen on screen. It's also revealed that the story all happened years before the Nostromo crew went to LV-426. The highlight of the series and its emotional core is the 6 hybrids. Strong women are a core component of this franchise since Sigourney Weaver's Ripley. The Xeno plays a big part in this show, and it's just as terrifying as always, but the other new creatures might steal the show when it comes to specific scenes. They talk about one scene with Species 64, which is T. oculus or T. oculus, and when it rips out the eye of a lamb. They also say the show has gotten them fully invested and wanting more, so they liked it. Over on MovieWeb, they rated the show 4 out of 5. The show maintains a remarkably intimate scale, giving us reasons to care about its entire roster of characters. One main focus is about Wendy and her siblings growing up as hybrids in a world that sees them for their potential and exploitation. The show is about their coming of age in this cruel world. The series is stepping away from the futuristic look that was seen in Prometheus and Alien Covenant and switching back to the more analog era with gadgets. They also mention the episodes they saw had unfinished VFX. So that's what you can expect from Alien Earth out of all those reviews. So far it seems really good with only a few minor issues. Watch out for Alien Earth on August 12th on Hulu, Disney Plus, and on FX linear channels. That's it for now. I will see you later.